Well, guess what, guys? I got a final. Before I get into it, I want to personally thank Larry Coker for providing me the missing parts. That helped out tremendously. Um, and that's the one thing about this community. I didn't ask for those parts, he just gave them to me. And that's what kind of people we have in this community. And Larry, I want to personally thank you, man. This helped me out quite a bit. I was able to get it done. Not completely, but it's close enough. So, and the story of this car is basically, I had built two of these, and they were both resto mod kind of builds, and I wanted something that resembled the factory car. And I just had a little fun with it, added some parts that didn't really make sense. And it wasn't a thought out build. I just did whatever I wanted on the build. So I had extra parts, I had this, I had that. But I wanted something on my shelf that looked like a factory 69 Camaro. Because in my view, the factory 69 Camaro is just one of the sexiest cars ever built. I have a few that I love, but this one here is really a sexy car. So I'm going to go around this car, just kind of spin it around, but I do want to point something out. My last video, I showed this car, and I showed it over here. It was sitting like this, and you can see it wobbles. Why does it wobble? And it doesn't wobble over here. See? Because there's a hump in my mat. And that hump is caused by a hot computer battery that warped that mat. So for the person that made that comment about it doesn't set level, yes it does. It just was on a warped mat. Not a big deal. You know, I need to get a new mat anyway, so just wanted to point that out. But she sets level, I can promise. She sets level. Let's start out with this car. So the color you see is a burgundy metallic that I bought from Splash. Splash is by far my favorite paint. And the reason Splash is my favorite paint, it lays so flat and thin. That's a good thing, and it can be a bad thing because you see everything. So you have to get the body right. But I can spray Splash with my 2 needle, with my .2 needle out of my Infinity. And that Infinity sprays so good. I can get such a good finish with Splash. Now I have to work harder to get a finish using the Tropical Glitz stuff because it's a urethane. Urethanes don't lay flat. They're a thicker textured paint, and they just don't. Urethanes just don't lay flat. So Splash is my favorite. If I can get that color in Splash, I'm gonna get that color in Splash. Some of the things that I did on the car, other than paint it the burgundy, the interior's painted a white cream color from Splash, and then I did the belts. And for those of you that follow me, I like to use medical tape and paint it to the color of my need. And the medical tape, in my opinion, looks just like a seatbelt. It's perfect. So, and I like the cream color with the burgundy. I think it looks great. I got one of the pieces I got from Larry was a booster, and then I got the hose, coolant hose, which is now in there, that you can't see because my phone will not focus for some reason. There you go. This is an aftermarket cleaner that I put on there just because I thought it looked cool, and I had it. Did the Hideaway grill, and the Hideaway grill came out just awesome. Love the look of that, and that's another piece that Larry provided. And then the wheels itself, those wheels came from Mean Machine models. Mean Machine does a really good rendition of factory wheels. These GM rallies are by far spot on, some of the best on the market. Underside is pretty much stock, didn't do anything crazy. And then I'll spin around the back. Normally I would paint the back panel, but I just left it the same color. And there's plenty of examples of that being the case with Camaro's factory. So that's it. And this is the hood. Hood sits on there really good. I can't put it on there because I got one hand, but let me see if I can put that on there. Oh, we got one side. No, I don't want to mess with it. Next thing you know, I'll break a pin off or something. These marker lights came out great. Those are photo etch from Model Car Garage. So their photo etch set for this car is really good. So I'd highly recommend getting that. And I did the bare metal foil on all the chrome. Back window was something else Larry provided. Really nice. I dipped that into some Future. And if you've never done that before, try it. Try taking and leaving your windows on a sprue so you have a handle, and dip those down into Future, and you can see the difference. So this is the back window, see, and then the front window is a little foggy looking. Why is that? Because I polished it, and the polish leaves a haze. So is it authentic? Does it look real? It's clear. There's no glue on it. It's just I don't like that fogginess. But I was afraid to put Future on it because I had polished out a bunch of scratches on it. So, but anyway, that's it. Now I can focus on the Chevelle for Brian. And Brian, buddy, you deserve it. I know Brian is having some issues with accepting the fact that everybody's building these nice models for him, but don't sell yourself short, my friend. You do deserve that. So you've done a lot for the community. So with that being said, on to the next build, everybody. This is Terry, I'm out.